Hi, my name is Reed Mitchell, and this is your introduction to our new show, Living in America. Each week we'll bring you the inside story of some of the more interesting communities in rural America. Interesting and beautiful places where Americans live, work, and play. Our host for Living in America is Glenn Mills. Hi, Glenn.
Hello, Reed. Thank you very much. Sit back and enjoy as we take you to our very first special place, Grand Junction, Colorado, located on the western slope of the beautiful Rocky Mountains. Good evening and welcome to Living in America, your window to the American lifestyle. Today we're visiting Grand Junction, Colorado, which was named in the early 1800s as the place where the Gunnison and Grand Rivers meet just a few miles west of the Continental Divide. By the way, the Grand River is known today as the Colorado River. In our program, we'll show you today's Grand Junction and the 150,000 happy residents who live here in this pleasant and forward-looking community. But we start with the early history. This great western Colorado town started as a Ute Indian settlement. It stayed that way for a few thousand years before white trappers and settlers arrived. The Utes were led by a charismatic man named Chief Ouray, who was strongly convinced to relocate several times from Grand Junction to Ouray before finally settling in the Cortez area after several unpleasant exchanges with the white settlers. Exchanges that were not particularly good for the settlers or the Ute Indians. Early prospectors discovered gold in the local mountains and rivers, and the railroad soon arrived, bringing with it farmers, merchants, and tradesmen. Travel was slow for these early folks, but that was how people moved around back then, and they were adventurous and ready for what the frontier life would bring their way. There were many notable folks who came to Grand Junction looking for their future. Around the turn of the century, a young writer named Dalton Trimble was born. He had an uncanny knack for storytelling. Spartacus and Streetcar Named Desire are among the more notable screenplays he wrote. After his success, Dalton left Grand Junction and moved to Hollywood to seek his fortune. These early Grand Junction settlers discovered a river delta environment with warm weather, just perfect for growing a wide variety of crops and fruit trees that has since made our local suburb Palisade famous. This quaint, traditional little community is still famous for its peaches, pears, apricots, and most of all, wine grapes. This is Colorado's wine country, with 24 world-class vineyards producing more than 100,000 cases of world-class, award-winning wine each year. The town celebrates every year with a wine festival that draws thousands from across the state and country. Another local resource that has been developed is gas and oil. Gas was discovered just around the corner on the Rome Plateau in the early part of the century. This readily accessible area holds more reserves than all of the Middle East countries combined. The industry represents 7.3% of Colorado's economy and provides more than 137,000 jobs. And along with all these abundant natural resources, Grand Junction has been the center of U.S. energy production for many years. This all-American city is also appealing for our more seasoned citizens. With its plentiful employment, perfect climate, abundant sunshine, fabulous recreation, plus our world-class hospital, it all adds up to the good life for retirees. Grand Junction is also the lucky home to Colorado Mesa University, a dynamic and growing regional university with over 8,000 students annually. CMU has experienced incredible growth over the last decade with its constantly growing modern campus, serving students from around the country in many exciting academic programs. And recreation? Our younger population just loves the incredible number of opportunities to enjoy the outdoors here in beautiful western Colorado. Biking, skiing, river rafting and surfing, fishing, hunting, you name it, it's all here. And finally, downtown Grand Junction is a special place to spend some time. The downtown mall walk with nationally award-winning art displays and wonderful shops will draw you back again and again. Everything you would ask a perfect community to have is here in Grand Junction. We can't wait to bring your viewers this wonderful Western Slope community and then move on to other cities, Montrose, Telluride, and Durango, then wherever the spirit moves us or your audience.
We'll build the perfect program that fits your medium and time frame. So call or give us an email today.